What is going on, you guys? It's Lincoln here. As you can see from the video title, we're going to be going over how to get approved on Fidelity to trade options. If you guys haven't done their options application, it's a little finicky, but it's all computer program run, so you can basically submit the application as many times and kind of tweak stuff. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here in a little bit. But basically you can submit as many applications as you want. I've talked to Fidelity reps on support, so I'm not just making this stuff up. They said it not quite that straightforward. There's a little bit of reading between the lines, but once I got this information and started using it, it's worked for me every single time. So I just wanted to share how I do that. So a lot of this, it's pretty easy to see personal information, so I screenshotted some stuff so I could basically hide all of my info, and then I'm going to actually videotape the last little bit actually going through the application, and I'm going to have to blur a few things out, but I think you guys will be able to understand where I'm going with it. Alright, so let's jump in. Here is what your account looks like. You're going to go ahead and click that Accounts and Trade tab at the top, and then you'll go down to Account Features, and you'll hit that, which will take you to this screen. You're going to go to the Brokerage and Trading section and open that guy up, and it will show Options in the bottom right corner. You're going to click on that, and that'll bring up your screen with all your different accounts on there. From there you can see a couple different things you can do. Obviously I have my couple different IRA accounts and then my individual account there at the bottom. I have the option to update and remove or apply for a new one. Basically, if you have options trading already available, you'll see what I have on my Roth IRA section, and if you don't, then you'll need to hit the Apply tab like my traditional IRA. For IRAs, I believe the highest level Fidelity allows is level 2 options trading. I'll show you that in a second. Whereas the individual account, I think you can go pretty much all the way up to level 5 or whatever their max one is. Although I think you need to have at least $10,000 in your account. And let me see. I think they will also want to see a certain number of trades, basically to prove that you know what you're doing before they allow you to have that highest level. Okay, so after you click through those, you're going to be pulled up to this screen. There's a little bit at the top, just personal information. Just fill that out. Currently married, no dependents. And then this is the actual section where you're going to be able to tweak stuff. Like I said already, it is just a computer that is receiving these applications and then either approving or not approving based on the criteria. So when I talk to the Fidelity reps, they're basically like, oh yeah, just go ahead and tweak your investment experience and your financial information. They didn't necessarily say that, but that was kind of implied. I'm 24 years old, and the legal age to trade on your own in the United States is 18. So I cannot do anything more than 6 years on these, so keep that in mind. Initially I was trying to do like 10 and 12 years, but it was rejecting me every time. I didn't know why. And then when I talked to that Fidelity rep, he basically said that since I was only 18, since I was only 24, even though I'd been trading and investing basically since before I was 18, I did not count those years because technically you're not supposed to be. Anyway, yeah, so keep that in mind. Don't go over, if you're 18 years old, or if you're 20 years old or whatever, then your max experience on here can be 2 years. Okay, so these don't really matter. The options one I basically maxed out, and the stocks I maxed out. Futures 0. I don't know the exact formula for getting approved on this section. I just did 5, and then I forget what I did, like $500 or something like that. And this has worked for me every time. Annual income, like I said, probably shouldn't be lying on these. But yeah, just fill it out. I mean, if you gotta fudge it a little, then go ahead. Do not tell anybody that I said it was okay, but it will work. And I'm going to have to blur out all of this information. Put your employment info in there, and then you're going to click no and no if these are actually true. Okay, so don't lie about this part. Then you'll click next, and then basically ask about your risk tolerance. I did high every time, but then I didn't even apply for certain ones. So this specific application I'm doing in an IRA, so I'm pretty sure I can't even do spread trading in these. So yeah, like if you move this down, see it takes out different levels. So I basically put it at high, but then this is an IRA, so the highest I'm going to be able to get is level 2, so that's just what I applied for. Then you click next and blur all that stuff out, and then you're just going to hit confirm my information. It'll process. Like I said, if you get rejected, go back, mess some things around again, change your annual income, you guys know what I'm saying. All right. So that is how to fill that part out. The biggest, like I said, the biggest thing, if you're 30 years old, you can't have more than 12 years of trading experience or you'll get denied every time. So keep that in mind. That is how to apply and get approved for options trading on Fidelity. And just to wrap up the video and show where the portfolio is at, you can see there is the ending balance for the week. I didn't do much trading this week, kind of sat back and let things happen. Dropbox had a pretty good ending to the week. I think it was up like probably 10% in the last 2 days, so closed very strong. And I sold off Uber and my Wayfair positions. I basically just had a couple shares each of those, kind of just letting the winners ride, but I wanted to clear that out. I'm trying to trim down how many positions I have total, so those ones made sense to sell. But other than that, not much activity this week. So as always, this will be linked down in the description. Feel free to make a copy of it for yourself and track your own. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Drop a like if you appreciated the content, and subscribe if you're new and want to see more like it.